If you own retail stocks, there could be something happening at the end of this year that can absolutely have an impact on your portfolio. But what is it? What is the impact? And what are the things that we should consider doing right now? Let's go ahead and break it down. Deloitte, the consulting firm, has estimated that retail spending for the holidays is going to drop down to a 1.5% increase. So to put that in context, yes, spending is going to increase, but it's only going to be 1.5% according to them. Why is this a big deal? Well, 2022, 2021, and some parts of 2020, we saw an explosion in retail spending. That is because we weren't spending on vacation due to the pandemic in some parts. Some people had stimulus checks. Other people had several jobs because you could work remotely. And most importantly, federal student loans weren't required to be paid. So there are millions of people, close to 40 million people, who were spending $300, $400, sometimes $500 per month that haven't had to do that for 3 years now, and starting in October, those payments are going to come due. That could impact a company like Target or Costco or Walmart or Amazon or anywhere in between. And while you may be expecting a 2022 explosion in revenue and growth and the stock is supposed to go up, you might not see that at the end of this year. But I don't think if you own Costco or Amazon or Walmart, I don't think that you have to sell right now. You might not have to sell it all if you're a long-term investor. I am more concerned about companies like Target and Dollar General. And those aren't the only ones, but those are the main ones. And that's because Target needs a win. Target has been down for more than 2 years. This year alone is down close to 25%. And your season really counts on the holidays, like it always does. And think in January of 2024 or February, whenever they announce their earnings, they'll say, hey, look, 2022 was terrible, and then the holiday season wasn't good either. That's not going to help you. A company like Dollar General has consistently, every time I pick up my phone, every morning, I get a brand new notification saying that Dollar General hit a new 52-week low. That's not great. Okay, that is not great. And to already know in September that December might not be the best month ever is a problem. It can be a serious problem for those companies and in your portfolio if you are holding those. But here's the other thing. It is an estimate. It is a prediction. A lot of predictions don't come true. There were several predictions from economists that 2023 was going to be a recession and it's going to be the worst recession we've ever seen. That has not happened. Okay, now we don't know if this is going to be a guarantee for Deloitte. However, I think this one takes a lot more common sense. You know student loans are coming back. You know inflation is still here, even though it is slowing down. And we have talked about this before. People had record amount of savings. I would say Americans rather had a record amount of savings in 2021 and parts of 2022. We talked about that. I'm sure we all saw that. You look at your bank account and say, hey, look, I'm getting paid more. I got money tucked away. A lot of that has dissipated due to higher costs and due to just living. There was a point where, because my kids couldn't go to daycare, I didn't have to drive, which means I didn't have to spend money on gas, which means my car, I didn't have to get my oil changed as much because I wasn't driving. I was saving a lot of money, right? No daycare at $1,200 a month or whatever it is, that will add up. That ain't the case no more, right? You're driving to and from school to daycare and all these other activities, and now you don't have that exact same amount of money, which could translate come to the holidays. And that is the skill here when it comes to investing, is sometimes you have to take what you know today and plot out and predict based on credible information what you should do for the future. So what should you do right now? You're a long-term investor, as I mentioned earlier in the video, especially in Costco, which I do hold. Walmart, Amazon, I think you're going to be fine, especially for Amazon and Costco, because those are more membership subscription products. You're going to pay every year anyway, okay? And people are still always looking for value. I think Costco is going to stay. I think Walmart is going to be fine. Walmart, in my view, especially over the last 10 years or so, has always been fine. Not amazing, but it's fine, right? Not a sore spot in many people's portfolio. However, it's the Targets, it's the Dollar Generals. Perhaps you want to look at something like a Dollar Tree. Those might be the ones that are on not so solid footing from an investor perspective, and that is the thing that I'll be the absolute most concerned about. I would consider, which means you go do your research, but consider making a switch to find something that is better, whether it is in retail or not. If you're looking for something better to buy or add to your portfolio, then you want to go ahead and check out this video right here.